If you spend enough time around Roblox, you start realizing that being a Roblox gamer isn't one thing. It's like a ladder. Everybody starts at the bottom, and whether you realize it or not, you slowly climb through different stages. Some people stay in one level forever. Some people speedrun the entire process. And some people ascend so far that they basically become creatures who communicate entirely through game passes and avatar bundles. So today we're talking about the 7 levels of being a Roblox gamer, and trust me, every single person who's ever touched Roblox has gone through at least a few of these stages. Starting with level 1, we have the tourist. This is the absolute beginning, the origin story, the fresh spawn. This is somebody who barely knows what Roblox even is. Maybe their friend recommended it. Maybe they saw some random video online. Maybe they accidentally clicked an ad and ended up here. Whatever the reason, they have absolutely no clue what's happening. Their avatar looks like somebody randomized every option available. Their username is something horrifying like coolboy12345679876. They don't know what Robux are. They don't understand game passes. They somehow manage to walk into walls for 30 seconds. They'll join Brookhaven and ask people how to sit down. They'll play Murder Mystery 2 and immediately reveal they're the murderer because they don't understand subtlety. They're the people who spend 10 minutes trying to figure out how to equip accessories. And honestly, everybody starts here. Nobody spawns into Roblox as some ultra-instinct gaming deity. Everyone begins as a confused little bean trying to understand why somebody dressed like Shrek is driving a Lamborghini through a daycare. The tourist phase is innocent. It's beautiful. It's pure chaos. But eventually something happens. They discover games they like. They understand the basics. They start customizing their avatar. And then they ascend to level 2, the casual gamer. This is where most players live forever. They're comfortable. They have favorite games. They know what they're doing. They play after school or after work. They hop on with friends. They don't take anything too seriously. Their avatar usually costs somewhere between 0 and a few hundred Robux. Nothing crazy. Nothing that makes people question their financial decisions. They play games like Blox Fruits, Brookhaven, Dress to Impress, Adopt Me, Blade Ball, and whatever happens to be trending. They're just there to have fun. These are the people who laugh when weird glitches happen. They aren't checking update schedules every day. They're not calculating damage percentages. They aren't making spreadsheets. They're just enjoying themselves. But eventually, every casual player finds a game that consumes their soul. One game grabs them by the neck and refuses to let go. And that's when they enter level 3, the grinder. This is where things start becoming dangerous. Grinders don't simply play games. They dedicate themselves to them. They become monks pursuing digital enlightenment. They wake up and immediately think about their next quest. Their entire existence revolves around efficiency. If you ask them how their day is going, they'll respond with something like, "Pretty good. I got 3 mythical fruits and reached level 2100. Their priorities have shifted. Sleep becomes optional. Grass becomes mythical. Family members start wondering if they're still alive. Grinders know every farming method, every exploit that isn't technically cheating, every secret location, every boss spawn timer. They'll spend 8 hours doing the exact same activity because there's 0.2% chance of getting an item. And somehow, they enjoy it. Human beings are strange creatures. Imagine explaining to someone from the year 1800 that people in the future willingly spend entire weekends fishing inside block games to obtain rainbow pets. They'd think civilization collapsed. And honestly, after watching some grinders, I understand why. But eventually, grinding isn't enough. Something changes. Their competitiveness activates. Suddenly, winning matters more than breathing. Which brings us to level 4, the sweat. Sweats are terrifying. They're built differently. These people transform casual games into Olympic events. Every match feels like the final battle for the fate of humanity. They don't blink. They don't laugh. Their fingers move faster than the speed of sound. You enter a game expecting relaxation and immediately get annihilated by someone whose avatar looks like a shadow demon with glowing eyes. Sweats know every strategy, every movement trick, every hidden mechanic. They'll combo you so hard that you start questioning whether your keyboard is connected properly. Playing against them feels like bringing a water gun to fight an aircraft carrier. They're unstoppable. They'll destroy entire lobbies while listening to music and eating cereal at the same time. Some sweats become so good that other players accuse them of hacking every 5 minutes. Which honestly is understandable, because watching them play looks less like gaming and more like witnessing somebody possessed by a competitive spirit. And the funniest part is that sweats somehow find a way to optimize fun out of existence. They'll take games designed for children and transform them into military simulations. Nobody asked for this level of intensity, but here we are. However, once you become strong enough, something weird happens. You stop caring about proving yourself. You've conquered enough battlefields, you've earned enough victories, and you ascend to level 5, the rich collector. These players have entered a completely different dimension. Gaming is no longer the focus. Flexing is the mission. Their avatars cost more Robux than some people's monthly expenses. They own limited items worth absurd amounts. Every accessory they wear radiates wealth. Looking at their profile feels like touring a museum. They're the type of players who accidentally own an item that's worth enough to make casual players faint. Their inventories are sacred treasure vaults. They collect things because they can. Rare faces, limited hats, exclusive bundles, event items from 12,000 years ago. These people remember ancient Roblox civilizations. They speak of ticks like old veterans talking about wars. They have stories, legendary stories. They remember builders clubs. They remember old guests. They witnessed eras younger players think are myths. And because they're rich, random people follow them around asking for donations, like they're digital celebrities. But money alone doesn't satisfy everyone. Eventually, some players decide that simply playing games isn't enough. They need to evolve further. They need purpose. Which leads us to level 6, the creator. This is where Roblox transforms from a game into an entire universe of possibilities. Creators become developers, YouTubers, clothing designers, modelers, scripters, and entrepreneurs. These people realize something incredible. Roblox isn't just a platform. It's basically its own economy, its own ecosystem. They spend hours learning studio. They make maps. They build experiences. They design outfits. They upload videos. They create communities. Some people at this level are making serious money. Actual life-changing money. Which sounds insane when you remember that this all started with blocky characters running around in obstacle courses. Creators are responsible for the games everyone else enjoys. They're the architects behind entire worlds. And honestly, the amount of dedication some developers possess is absurd. They'll spend months fixing bugs nobody even notices. They'll rewrite systems 17 times. They'll stay awake trying to make sure animations work correctly. They're artists and engineers trapped inside a world made of cubes. And then, finally, we arrive at level 7, the highest form, the final evolution, the Roblox entity. These people are no longer ordinary players. They have transcended. Roblox isn't something they play. Roblox is their natural habitat. Their blood type is probably Robux. Their dreams contain user interfaces. They somehow know every trend before it exists. They know every update, every controversy, every creator, every meme. Their avatars are masterpieces. Their friends' lists are endless. Their inventories are gigantic. They speak in strange languages, incomprehensible to outsiders. Mention an item from 2013, and they'll explain its entire history. Mention a discontinued feature, and they'll tell you exactly when it vanished. They have survived countless trends. They witnessed Slenders. They survived CNPs. They watched guests disappear. They saw old logos fade away. They experienced enough events to qualify as historians. Some of these entities have been playing for over a decade, which is honestly insane. That's longer than some players have been alive. Their connection to Roblox has become spiritual. They don't even need reasons to log on anymore. They're simply there because that's where they've always been. Roblox has become home. And perhaps the funniest thing about all 7 levels is that none of them are wrong. Every stage has its own charm. Tourists bring fresh chaos. Casual gamers keep things fun. Grinders provide dedication. Sweats create challenges. Collectors preserve history. Creators build the future. And entities maintain the soul of the platform itself. Without any of these groups, Roblox wouldn't feel the same. It's one of the reasons the platform has survived for so long. Everybody experiences Roblox differently. Some people want competition. Some people want creativity. Some people want social interaction. Some people just want to dress like a giant slice of pizza and roleplay as a billionaire. There's room for everyone. And honestly, that's kind of impressive. Because despite all the strange trends, bizarre avatars, questionable roleplays, and moments that make you lose faith in humanity for a few seconds, Roblox continues growing. Millions of players log in every day, each sitting somewhere on this weird 7-level ladder. Maybe you're still a tourist, confused and trying to figure out how things work. Maybe you're a casual gamer relaxing after a long day. Maybe you've become a grinder whose soul belongs to Blox Fruits. Maybe you're a sweat terrorizing innocent players. Maybe you're sitting on enough limited items to rival a small nation. Maybe you're building games or uploading videos, or maybe you've ascended into full Roblox entity status and achieved digital enlightenment. Whatever level you're on, one thing remains true. Nobody truly quits Roblox. They simply disappear for 6 months, randomly hear the Roblox death sound somewhere online, and suddenly return like a legendary warrior answering an ancient call. Because once Roblox enters your life, a tiny piece of your brain permanently belongs to block people. And whether that's beautiful or slightly concerning, I'll let science figure that one out.